YouTube. What is going on? I've been. That's what I said at the end. I am Red Mist, LFC Ninja, and we are here for the review. I say review, post-match review. It's a little bit later than expected. I did want to get out nice and early, but you know, busy. And I didn't get to play yesterday in my own team Saturday afternoons. I was ill, and I still am ill. Don't know if I'm gonna make training Tuesday night, but we'll see. Yeah, I was on the lemon sips and all the vitamins and whatnot that you take when you're ill. But yeah, just didn't happen. I woke up, I was sneezing like a crazy man. So I just snuggled up with my blanket and just watched our crappy performance. As you can see on the screen, it was a mare for Callister. It absolutely was a mare for MARE-Callister. The poorest performance I've ever seen him put out in like ever. For every kind of club or country, it was bad. It was real bad. But we did run out 3-1 winners. I honestly don't know how. I don't know whether it was Wolves just on it like Sonic, or we just weren't really up to it. I don't know what it was, whether they just put 150% work ethic closing us down, or we was just like jaded from international duty. All our players like kind of partially recovered or not fully recovered. I don't know. It was crazy. Anyway, we are about to break it down. So let's move on and you know, break it down. First of all, let's start with the team that I kind of predicted and I kind of thought Klopp might go with. It's kind of a 50-50 bit of both. Let's start with that. So first and foremost, Alisson, Robertson, Kwanzaa, Matip, Gomez, Endo, MARE-Callister, SO-BOSS-LAAA, Diaz, Jota, Salah. Klopp substitutions: Kelleher, Gravenberch, Nunes, Gakpo, Thiago, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. These weren't all the substitutes. Obviously, some of them did miss the squad, but we'll break it all up and talk about it anyway. Doak, Bajcetic, and Tsimikas. And I am missing somebody. Where is Trent? Okay. Trent, Konate, injury list, and then VVD. Okay. Alright, so we're good. Excuse me, still got a little bit of this cold going on. Right, so this was like I said, this was my thought process. I was in the preview, I was really confused about what Klopp was going to do when it came to the defense. Oh shit, wrong one. It scores on Mike. What he was going to do about the defense, right? And the defense, and basically, does Kwanzaa come in, or does Joe Gomez stay at, you know, centre back? And was Trent fit enough to play? Or did Kwanzaa go right back, or did Endo go to right back? Or do you know, it was all a bit mad. I didn't realize. My God, bloody hell, we fucked it right up with that one. I didn't realize that Konate was going to be ready. I didn't realize at all. So obviously Konate was on the bench. Trent wasn't on the bench. So Konate was on the bench. And I did call it. I did say that, you know, oh my goodness sake, why does it keep doing that? Stop doing that. Need to give me 1 second. Let me just lock that. Otherwise, we're gonna get that happening through the whole goddamn little video. Right. So I got about 4 right. I said you'd start Kwanzaa. Yeah, I said he'd start Kwanzaa. I said he'd go with Matip next to him, and I thought Joe Gomez would be at right back, and then obviously Robertson. What I thought Klopp would do is I thought he would start with Endo, and I said in the preview I would be vexed, I'll be angry, and I'll be disappointed if he didn't start Endo, and he didn't. He didn't start him. Why is he not starting him? Why is he not starting him? I want to see him. You know, you hype this guy up. I want to see him. He's a good player. Why is he not starting? What is going on here? What is going on here? Obviously, SO-BOSS-LAAA was in there, and then, well, yeah, MARE-Callister did play. We're gonna talk about you, MARE-Callister. We are gonna talk about you, Sonny Jim, Jota, Salah, and Diaz. Now, the actual team, right, was Alisson, Kwanzaa, and Matip, Joe Gomez, Robertson in the back. Yep, got it correct. What we had was Endo didn't start, and we had MARE-Callister in the middle, and then we had Jones on the left side, which I think in my preview I did talk about that. I said that is a major possibility. I said he might even do that. The reason being is because Endo has no real right to lay claim to a starting position. I mean, you can argue that, you know, Fabinho and well, not Fabinho, sorry, MARE-Callister and SO-BOSS-LAAA have no real right to lay claim to a starting position. The difference is, excuse the police. The difference is Henderson is gone, and it's a vacant space. So is Naby Keita, and so is Oxlade-Chamberlain. So it's an open space, isn't it? Like, no one's there, so he's going to come in and start. MARE-Callister is not so much the same because, you know, Thiago and Curtis play that left side of midfield, but yet Fabinho is the one that has vacated, leaving the whole 6 defensive DM, whatever you want to call it, problem, as we all know. Now, is Klopp making MARE-Callister? Is he playing MARE-Callister as a 6? Are we going to see this? Is he going to swap him over and make him play in the 6? Is this a thing? Because Endo should have started there, you know. But in saying that, you know, Curtis Jones had a very, I think he played last game, didn't he? I can't remember. A decent game when he's played this season. I think he did play last game. He's very decent, and he was good there, and it was comfortable. So, I don't know. I just think, you know, it's the loyalty thing, isn't it? Because Curtis Jones has been there, you know, he's come through the academy. He is improving. And I think Klopp is showing loyalty more so to Jones than he is at Endo at the moment. He has no loyalties to Endo, really. Endo, just because you're signed, it doesn't mean you are a full-blown start automatically. Like I said just a little while ago, SO-BOSS-LAAA and MARE-Callister, especially MARE-Callister, seem to be what's the word? They seem to have got lucky with it, you know. SO-BOSS-LAAA not so much because there's no player in his position, but MARE-Callister, there are players in this position, and I mean they're playing in his position still. So he's been moved to play in the vacant DM role, but I don't know. I've got a funny feeling that maybe Klopp is really thinking of MARE-Callister in the DM role. I don't know, but why should he get the privilege of playing there? But yet, you know, Endo doesn't get an opportunity there. I mean, and it's not even, it's Endo's natural position, but it's not MARE-Callister's natural position. But yet he wants to play MARE-Callister in that role. I don't understand it. I don't get it. All right, you can say maybe MARE-Callister is just a better player. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, has he been a better player in the DM role that I've seen? I don't know. I don't think he's been great in it at all. I don't actually think MARE-Callister has been amazing for us, full stop. I think he's been very good for us, and this was a mare of a game that he had. It was an absolute mare of a performance, from top to bottom. But was his performance in the DM role largely down to the fact that, like, you know, we had like Matip and Quanta at the back, and you know, you usually have Kanate and VVD, and it's just like, you know, it's, you know, VVD is VVD, isn't it? Like, and VVD is VVD, god damn it, and sorry, and Kanate is Kanate, like top quality defenders, international level quality defenders, and you know they're behind you, so you're automatically gonna have that coordination and that skill and that technical, you know, understanding. And then obviously you're gonna have Trent at right back, and then you Robertson left back. So maybe with that back four, McAllister just looked like immense. He looked fire. He looked brilliant, fantastic. You know, I don't think none of these three were great in that midfield until the changes, until he rung the changes. Szoboszlai picked up. But yeah, maybe it was the defense. Maybe the untried and tested back line. Really, was that the first time they ever played together? I think with Kwanzaa, like, starting, and Joe Gomez on the right. I don't think that back four ever played together. So that, I mean, that in itself could be the reason why the midfield wasn't performing. Just the connection, the link up play just wasn't there. There wasn't no, you know. However, I think overall throughout the game, our defense was the best. It was better than our midfield, and it was better than our attack. Just in game, just playing the game, I think that four was the best out of all the three units. I thought the midfield were poor. Thought attack weren't great, but they dug us out in the end. I thought Alisson, I didn't really have much to do considering. But Alisson was Alisson. You know what you're gonna get from Alisson. But guys, let's just look at this. Let's just look at the substitutions real quickly as well. So that was the bench that I kind of thought it might be. It turned out to not quite be that, but we was close. So what we did have is we had obviously we had Konate back. We had Gravenberch on the bench. We had Endo on the bench. Where is Endo? Let's put him back in. So we had Endo on the bench. We had Tsimikas on the bench. We had Harvey Elliott on the bench. We had Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz. So Luis Diaz. That means that Gakpo started. So let's sort that one out. So let's also do the starting lineup, Klopp's starting lineup as well. So Gakpo started, Klopp's actual starting lineup. Gakpo was through the middle. I think he interchanged at times with Jota, didn't he? But ultimately it was kind of that. And then the bench, Trent weren't even on the bench, was he? So yeah, so Trent. Let's put Trent out as injured, which obviously was. I thought he might make the bench, but I don't know. I don't know actually. I think was he injured? There was lots of rumors saying he was faking it, but I don't know. You know what I think happened there? I think because everyone in the media and online was saying that Trent's faking the injury because of England, I think they kind of thought, shit, if we do that, we're going to get fined as a club. We need to prove that. We got to prove. Now we can't use him, because if we use him, it's going to look like we did do that. So I think the media and the fans talking Trent's injury kind of messed it up for Klopp actually being able to use him in this Wolves match, or at least putting him on the bench, because he just saw the rumours and thought, nah, F that. We'll just let him, give him another week. That will make it seem like he actually is injured. I don't know. Maybe he was injured. Like, I don't see why not. He could have been. When those kinds of things happen, it does look kind of sus though. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. So yeah, he was on the injury bench, and Thiago was rumors Thiago was back and he was training, but maybe he's had another setback. I don't quite know what is going on with Thiago. I'm starting to think it's not an injury, and maybe it's actually a move away in January or something. I don't know. Who knows? Because there are rumors that Andre is coming in as well, and another player. who I won't mention until I kind of read up a bit more on it and hear some more on it. But Andre is very highly likely, it seems. We're keeping some good tabs on him, some sharp tabs on him. Obviously VVD is still suspended. He is no longer suspended now, so he is actually back in contention and probably will play against West Ham at home next game. Shit. So yeah, that was the bench, and it was interesting because, you know, well, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, you allowed 9 players. I thought it was 8. Okay, so Bajcetic made it then. Bajcetic made the squad. He made it. He did make it. I thought it was 8. How bad? My bad. I thought it was 8. It's 9. So yeah, now 9 players on the bench. All right, cool. We know for further. I don't know why I thought it was 8. It's 9. Someone should have told me in the comments that it was 9, not 8. I would have redone the whole goddamn video. But no. So yeah, obviously poor Ben Doak was dropped from the squad. But again, guys, when Trent and VVD and Thiago get fit, man, like there's crazy competition. The squad is mad. The squad is mad. You know, German Tip might drop out at times for Kwanzaa instead. Like I can see Klopp edging out some players. Some players are getting edged out. Like seriously, and it's not the kind of edging you want to be dealing with. You want a nice kind of edging, right? You want to be edged nicely. But listen, the performance was shabby. It wasn't good at all. Like but I don't even know where to start. We seemed tired. We seemed unmotivated. We seemed like we were just gonna come and just slap Wolves. And Wolves, they got no points on the board. We're flying high and we didn't even really, you know, been playing it well. It was another shitter where we actually took all the points somehow. Jesus, I don't know. Right, let's talk about every individual player and let's just drop them a rating real quick and let's fly through this and then maybe we can browse over some other things. Alisson, it wasn't too much to say about Alisson. I mean, Wolves should have scored the Cunha chance. The Cunha chance was insane. I don't know whether he's trying to head it, whether he's trying to dive and head it, whether he's trying to knee in. Just felt like that weird, awkward high. I don't know why he jumped so high. That was insane. But if he scores that goal, it's 2-0 to Wolves and we are in big trouble. But saying that, I think that goes in, Klopp makes changes first half. You know, 35-40 minutes, first half, Klopp makes that change. Or even second half, half time, he goes 3 changes, 3 solid changes. You know. But yeah, so Alisson, I think I'm gonna go with a 7 for Alisson. Yeah, I'm gonna go over 7 for Ali. I'm gonna go for a 7. There we go. Nice 7 for Alisson. Robertson. I think he scored, didn't he? Robertson scored. Got a second goal. Can't remember if he got an assist, but he scored one of the goals for us. Get in. He hadn't scored a goal for quite a while either, has he, Alisson? Wow. Alisson and Robertson. Alisson. Okay. Go mad. Robertson. I think he deserves an 8 for that goal because that was a critical goal. It was left foot on his left foot. Well, I know he's left footed, but it was on the right side of, you know, it was the Trent side, the right side kind of thing, edge of the box, you know, outside of the boot, I think, something like that. Or did he take it with his right? He might have taken it with his right. I feel like it was kind of outside the boot to the left there, which is quite hard technically to do. If he didn't, my bad. I ain't watched the game a second time around. I ain't had the time, so I'm just going from what I remember. So my apologies, but we will catch the main moments anyway. So I'm gonna give him, I think, because of the goal, a very important goal. I'm gonna give him a nice big 8. Literally made it bigger, not on purpose. We'll just leave it like that. Kwanzaa. I said he would start. I said Kwanzaa would start. I said I was thinking, yo, he's gonna start with Matip in defense. It's gonna happen. It's a no brainer. I thought it was solid even without the game. Without the goal. I thought, yeah, I thought he did bits. So I think he gets an 8 as well. For sure. Yeah. I think Kwanzaa gets an 8 as well. He was that good. I thought he was that good. I didn't look out of place, didn't look scared, was comfortable in the ball. Some good clearances, some vital clearances actually, some good interceptions. He was a bit shaky at the start, like first 5-10 minutes in, he kind of got the defender went around him. I think it was Neto kind of beat him. It was a bit of a lucky kind of trickled past his ankle, his foot. He couldn't really get hold of it. But and after that moment, he was solid. He was like, all right, I can't let it happen again. I'm gonna sort things out now. And yeah, no, he locked it down. He was superb. I'm gonna give. I think Matip was decent as well. I thought he was good. I thought the back line, like I said before, were the best unit. I don't think he was like fantastic. I think I'm gonna give him. Oh my god, what did I give him? I think I'm gonna give him 7. Yeah, I think I'll give him a 7. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7. He did make a lot of passing errors, like when he's dribbling into midfield, he got caught a couple of times, and in the passing into Gakpo or whoever it was in between the lines, he got intercepted, and then he was on a counter attack, and yeah, so he weren't ideal. Maybe 7's kind, maybe 6.5, maybe it should be a 6.5 or 6, but I want to stick with a 7 because I do think, as I said before, I think the back line was our saviour that game. Gomez, I think Gomez was a bit ropey down that side. It's gone back to the old Gomez again. Maybe it's just consistency in a position. I don't know. Maybe it really is just consistency in a position. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give him a 7 as well. I think Gomez gets a 7 as well. I need to sneeze, I think, real soon. Hold on a minute. Apologies. Yeah, still ill. So MARE-Callister. It's MARE-Callister's time. You know what? I'm gonna give him a rating right at the end. So let's skip MARE-Callister for now. Jones. Oh my god, I don't even remember Jones playing. I thought Jones was just. I don't think he was good. I think the midfield was really bad. I thought he was below average, Jones. I'm gonna give, I think, 3, 5, 5.5, 4.5. I'm gonna go for a 4.5. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 4.5 for. Sorry, Jonesy boy, but you get a 4.5, baby. SO-BOSS-LAAA, first half was probably the best of a bad 3, sorry, and second half he really picked it up. Was he enough to save his ass? Not sure. He had the first half was like a 4.5. It wasn't very good. Second half was probably like I don't know, maybe a 7. So, or maybe a 6 point, probably 6.5 the second half. Maybe, is that harsh? 7.5. I'm gonna go for a 7.5. I think 7.5. Yeah, all right. Let's go for a 7.5. Why was it 7.5 over there? I don't know. Yeah, let's go for 7.5. Gakpo. Oh my goodness sakes. Like, why does Klopp play Gakpo centre and Jota left? I mean, I'm a fan of. Sounds like a contradiction now. I'm a fan of Gakpo down the middle, and I prefer him down the middle. I want to see him play down the middle. I want to see him develop down the middle. I want to see him that kind of Firmino kind of style role, and I want him to really get to grips with it and start playing it like Firmino does, or better than how Firmino does. But I mean, I think Jota Jota is not. I don't think Jota's great out wide. I think Jota's better through the middle. But I don't know, man. I'm not a massive Jota fan, and everyone says he's got best shot conversion and he's killer and the ball. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd be prepared to let Jota go in a window or sell him on, move him on, and bring someone else in. Personally, I think he's not really said to Klopp, yo, I want this spot. This spot's mine. I'm gonna ball out every game so that so it's really hard for you to actually drop me. He just kind of seems happy just to float in and out and around and do what he can do from time to time, and I don't really want that. This Liverpool side, I want him to be on it like Sonic every game, and even his work rate, and it kind of gets bullied around a bit. He's not really strong on the ball. He kind of gives up. He doesn't feel like he's gonna get win a ball or win a 50-50, whatever. I kind of just, I don't know. He's I don't know, man. The claws are out on Jota from me, I'm afraid. Yeah, he doesn't even produce special moments either where he can win the game for you. Like, he doesn't do it enough. Always kind of needs an assist or something. You could see Gakpo sort of just skipping past 2 or 3 players and then banging it. Or like, I mean, Jota does do it. He just doesn't do it enough. There was times when in Jota's first few seasons where you'd see him on the left and he'd dribble past like 2, 3, 4, 5 men. Maybe not 5, but maybe 2, 3 guys, and then feed across or have a nice wild shot or something. But I ain't seen that from him, and that's what I would want to see from him coming in off the left. I feel like his game's kind of changed a bit. Maybe he's lost speed from injuries. I don't know. Maybe it's just rhythm. Maybe it's just game time. I don't know. But you're not going to get that at Liverpool because Diaz is there and he's the main stayer. Simple as that. So I don't know. I thought Jota wasn't great at all. I think maybe 4.5 like Jones. 5.5. Was he better than Jones? I'm gonna give him a 5. Yeah. How convenient. 5 is right there. Right there waiting. I give him a 5. There we go. 5 for Jota. Right. Gakpo. I feel like Gakpo needs a 5 as well, to be honest. I feel like Gakpo needs a 5 as well. Why did Gakpo score, didn't he? And then obviously it was the own goal. I can't remember who shot. Oh, it was Harvey Elliott, didn't it? That should never have been an own goal, man. That should never have been an own goal. It should always been a Harvey's goal. Gakpo scored the tap in. He missed that chance before, which he probably should have scored. I was really disappointed he missed that. Gakpo's performance was not great, but he did have a couple of chances. He wasn't, I don't know, probably about a 7. Was missing in the first half, non-existent. Oh, I don't know. Came off shortly after half time, 55 minutes. That was when we got the equaliser. Robertson scored an 85, about 80th minute. It was between 80th and 85. I remember because I remember it was 80th minutes and I went to the old toilet, and I came back, and then literally it was like he was practically scored as I came back 2 minutes or so after I come back he scored. So All right, Gakpo, we're going to go with maybe the same as SO-BOSS-LAAA. Maybe he turned it around. But, I mean, it's just a goal, isn't it? I think SO-BOSS-LAAA had a good second half. Cody had a poor first half and managed to just get a goal. I'm going to go 6.5, I think. Or 6. No, I'll go 6.5 because he scored. I'll go 6.5. Let's not be too harsh on Cody Gakpo. I'll go for 6.5. Salah's assist. He got 2 assists in here, Salah. Did he? It was the Robertson goal. He assisted the Robertson goal. And I think it was he'd done a Gakpo goal. So I think that was the 2 assists. And then who laid it off for? Was it 3 assists? Someone laid it off for Harvey to whack it. I can't think who it was. Someone laid it off to Harvey and he whacks it. Can't think. Shit. 2 assists. Salah practically done well. He had a few he did have a good chance, which the commentator was like, "Oh, that's a half chance." I was like, "No, that's an actual good chance. That's a chance." 8.0 means Salah was the best player on the pitch. I don't think he was, even though he got 2 assists. Kwanzaa for me was 90 minutes, so I'm gonna go. I have to go with an 8. I can't put him above Kwanzaa. I can't. I just can't. If he scores, then maybe maybe he gets that 8.5 or 9. But I didn't think he would have got a 9. I think he would have got 8.5 max. All right, so let's go over 8. I guess. Where are we? Okay. 8. Right. There we go. 8. So we have an 8 for Salah. So our 3 key players this game was Robertson, for me anyway, was Robertson, Kwanzaa, and Salah. Yeah. Backline was for me, the backline goalkeeper were easily the best. Midfield, we still got to do MARE-Callister's, but I'm gonna do that right at the end. I thought the midfield was poor. Obviously, SO-BOSS-LAAA got better in the second half, managed to change everything up. In fact, he was probably the reason why we turned the score around in the end. He dropped into a 2. And yeah, he was really good in there after MARE-Callister went off. So yeah, let's ring the changes. So what were the changes? Luis Diaz. So all right, so Konate came on. Who did Konate came on for? Kwanzaa. Hope he's not injured or anything. Hopefully not. So Joe Matip came on for Kwanzaa. So not Joe, Konate. Let Kwanzaa take his number with him. So we'll do that. And then Konate comes in there. Next to Joe Matip. And when he came on, I thought it was solid. Should we do a number for him? I mean, he came on reasonably early, didn't he? I guess. I won't give him a number. We can just say one. And actually, do you know what? No, all right, we'll do one. The thing is, you can't really give him an 8 because he was really good when he came on. It's kind of for like majority of the game though, really. Doesn't really matter though, does it? All right. I think he was probably. Let's just do a 6. We can just give him a 6. That's fine. We can just do a 6. And then the other substitutions was Diaz came on for Jota, didn't he? Diaz come on for Jota. Jota can also take his number 5. So Diaz come on. Diaz done some. I don't know if he really turned the game on its head, but he started off 10-15 minutes. First 10-15 minutes was good, and then it kind of flaked out. But again, I think that's because of the midfield. I think the midfield weren't up to scratch in that Wolves game. Something wasn't right with the midfield. Something. Maybe they weren't benefiting from the defense, playing out well enough, and then them picking up the ball deep and then linking play with the attack. I don't know. There was something wasn't right. Something somewhere wasn't right. So Diaz for me, I don't even think he was as good as Konate. I'm gonna give Diaz like probably a 6 or something like that. What was the next substitution? Darwin came on. Gakpo came off. So yeah, again he can take his number. Darwin came on to spearhead the attack. Cody can just chill with his 6.5 on the bench right there. Nice. Nunes was probably the reason why he gave a real. He had an influence on the attack. Energy, pace, power in behind, something to think about. It might have even been his pass actually that set up Diaz. I'm not sure. But I think he's worthy of probably. I'm gonna go with. I think I'll go with a 7.5 for Nunes. Yeah, I'll go with a 7.5 for Nunes. Yeah. Harvey Elliott came on. And also Ryan Gravenberch come on. So Ryan Gravenberch and Harvey Elliott came on. McAllister. Oh boy, McAllister. I think McAllister was 1 second. Ay. No, okay. So Harvey Elliott did come on, but Diaz came on. Diaz came on for Alexis McAllister at first. So we'll just bring on Harvey anyway. And what happened was because Harvey came on a little later, and it was pretty much. It was sort of like a 4-2-4 sort of formation. Yeah, so it's sort of like a 4-2-4. Harvey came on later, and then it went back to like a 4-3-3. There was a period when Salah was kind of through the middle, but after other substitutions, that kind of changed. It went back to like a, the normal formation. And then SO-BOSS-LAAA kind of was controlling the play from like halftime onwards, just after, not fully halftime. It was more when it was more kind of like when Cody went off, SO-BOSS-LAAA dropped into the middle, and then Harvey was on the right side. I thought Harvey was really good. He got the third goal, and I think also I'll go for probably a 7.5 for him. I'll go for a 7.5 for him, and then Gravenberch then came on for Mo Salah. That was pretty late in the game. In fact, that was very late in the game, if I remember, because it was probably like 88th minute, 89th minute, something like that. Yeah, you can take your 8 with you, MARE-Callister. Gravenberch was not out wide there at all. I think we was kind of, I think the formation kind of changed to, I think it was probably like still a 4-3-3, sorry, but Harvey went wide right and Gravenberch was in the SO-BOSS-LAAA position. The SO-BOSS-LAAA had moved infield. I mean, that's interesting because I did kind of say that I feel like Gravenberch was going to play an 8 role. But I also said that between Endo, Thiago, Gravenberch, SO-BOSS-LAAA, not even SO-BOSS-LAAA, between Gravenberch, Endo, Thiago, and MARE-Callister, the 8, Endo, Gravenberch, MARE-Callister, and Thiago, yeah. And you have, if worst comes to worst, you can do Trent and probably SO-BOSS-LAAA in the 8 role. No, sorry, in the 6 role. But the first 4, I think, are nailed on to cover that position between all 4 of them. Rotate the position between all 4 of them until maybe we get like an established DM, if that's even a thing. I think Klopp's happy to just rotate and find out maybe who's the best at playing it, or give certain opportunities to certain players to stake a claim on that position. I don't know, but I genuinely thought that Gravenberch would play in a DM role. It would be interesting to see what happens in the Europa League. Because I think both Endo and Gravenberch will both play. Where they play is interesting, or who, if one starts over the other one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, could Endo start? I think Endo will start the Europa game, and then maybe Gravenberch will be in front of him with somebody else. That team is going to be very interesting to see. Does Van Dijk get a run out in that game for like half or 70 minutes to prepare him for West Ham at home again, getting back into shape? He was a bit rusty for Netherlands, although they won both games and ultimately they done what they had to do. I mean, it's easy those games are. It's easy to be critical of getting international games like that, especially with Van Dijk, because last thing he wants to do is get injured in national duty and then come back and he's injured for Liverpool. So you can kind of see sometimes why he'd make a mistake or he'd be a bit slow, because his mind's on kind of giving everything for Liverpool. Or I'm not down in the fact that he wants to do well with Holland and give them everything, but even if they drew that game, they're not down and out. So I don't think he was really 100%. I think he was probably at 75%, 70%, and for Liverpool, you like to think you're going to get 98% out of him or 100%, especially as he's captain now as well. So I think some of his mind was probably on that as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be very, very interesting. I'm trying to think there was some more points I wanted to sort of speak about, or I can't know if I remember them now. I think I've forgotten them. But it will be interesting to see who gets chopped up, who gets left out of the squad, because obviously look at that bench. Look at the bench. Gakpo, Canamine, Endo, Jota, MARE-Callister, Tsimikas, Salah. Squad's mad. The squad is mad, guys. It's mad. Thiago's back fit. When Thiago's back fit and then Trent's back fit, BVD's back from suspension. Like what? Who's gonna drop out? Who's gonna drop out? Like, because Klopp likes to have 2 defenders on the bench, maybe 3 with the Tsimikas. All right, so what? Either Kwanzaa, Matip, and Gomez drops out. And the crazy thing is I think slyly, I think Kwanzaa isn't quite ahead of Matip and Gomez just yet. But I think he's on the cusp. And I think Klopp wants to give him more game time. Certainly. And then I think if Kwanzaa played the next 2-3 games and he was solid, right, I think he then leaps ahead of Matip and Joe Gomez. And I think Joe Gomez is kind of that right back cover as well. Not gonna lie, I think Klopp practically would rather him right back cover, and then use Kwanzaa as the centre back partner with Matip. That's how I kind of feel like is being used. But it'd be interesting to see who gets left out, because one of them's getting dropped from the squad. One of them is getting dropped when Kanate and VVD are fit. There's only going to be 2 spaces for a centre back on the bench, maybe even 1, to be honest. But I don't know. But there's you can't have all 5 of them on the. You can't have all 3. You can't have 3 on the bench and 2 on the pitch. That's not going to work, man. And the fact that Gomez can play right back is an advantage to him as well, because he can cover 2 spaces. So I feel like it might be Matip that gets dropped out from the squad, dropped off the bench. And also Matip doesn't really have a future. He's on his way out, you could say. Probably last season, maybe one more if he's lucky. But last season probably. So I think he's the one that will make space, to be honest, and it will be Gomez and Kwanzaa on the bench to replace VVD or Kanate when necessary. But I think defensively, Matip is still better than Gomez. I mean, better than Kwanzaa, I'm not sure yet. Probably is still better, but it's only because he's more experienced and he's had more game time and stuff. But the roof is not higher. Matip has reached his roof. But Kwanzaa now, Matip's roof is dropping. Ceiling is dropping, and Kwanzaa's ceiling is it's high. It's you can see that, especially learning from Van Dijk and playing with him from every single training session and in matches as well. Yeah. So trying to think if there was anything else. Yeah, we need to do the MARE-Callister rating for sure. We will do that in a little while. We do that right at the end. Man of the match. Do I have a man of the match? Man of the match is probably. I think probably. Don't think there really was a man of the match, to be honest. I don't think there really was a man of the match. I think the 2 best players were Kwanzaa and SO-BOSS-LAAA. Kwanzaa for just kind of, bossing the defense and kind of keeping them. I think he was the best defender. I think he had the best game in that unit. And then SO-BOSS-LAAA for managing to, get hold of the game in the second half and turn it around and try and get things happening. And they was man of the matches. They were man of the match in their own ways, in their own right. So to pick one of those 2, I don't really know. Trying to think what else there is. If there's anything else talk about, think about, don't know. I don't know. Don't think there is. I think that's pretty much it. I will do a preview for the game in the Europa League. I can't remember the name. Was it Lark, something like that? Anyway, I will probably do a preview for that because it's interesting to see what Europa's team that club might put out and who you might leave on the bench. Or that'd be really interesting. As again, I'm gonna say I'm disappointed with the Endo not playing. I'm not really being given a chance in the Wolves game. Really disappointed. I don't know why he did that. I feel like had Endo played and MARE-Callister been in his proper position, and then obviously having SO-BOSS-LAAA, I feel we'd fine. We sail through that game. But the fact that he played MARE-Callister there, if MARE-Callister doesn't want to play there and he's not happy playing there, But yeah, is what it is. So yeah, let's do the MARE-Callister rating real quickly. So what we want to do is we need to clear. We need to clear all the substitutions. Clear. I'm not gonna use that. Clear. Do you know what? Let's just do all of them because I've moved them all around. So we'll just clear them all. So I moved them all around, didn't I? 10 out, 10 out, 10 out. And so we gotta do this as well. Clear, clear. Good God, clear, 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 clear. Clear, 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 clear. Right, finally, we got there. We got there. We got there. Right, so the rating for MARE-Callister. Oh boy, in this Premier League game against Wolves is a 2. Yes, you got a 2. A 2, big fat 2. That's how whack, that's how poor you was, Mac. Whack Mac. Played more like a Big Mac than MARE-Callister. Very disappointing. Hopefully he turns that around. He'll probably be rested for the Europa game because we've got West Ham next. I think it is a home and then Tottenham, is it? I have to double check that. Not sure. But yes, it was a 3-1 away win. I know I've forgotten some stuff, but I can't remember what it was I wanted to say now. So it is what it is. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I hope you enjoyed that little post-match review. I'll be back with the Europa one, hopefully, maybe, possibly. I've been Red Mist, LFC, and hopefully see you all soon. Take it easy. Later.